Wait. I don't know, like, I feel like when the camera is lower, it like really offers some perspective. Now that I always gravitate toward perfumes that kind of smell I don't know if it's my perfume, but sometimes when people are like near me that I obviously don't know, because I don't talk to people, but whenever somebody's around me, like they'll say like it smells like powdered sugar, or like I don't know what baby oil smells like, but they're either saying like powdered, I don't know, but I don't know if they're talking about this or if they're just talking about the room. But most rooms don't have a scent, or like, you know, there's no dessert around. I don't know if they're talking about this, that I have in my purse all the time. But yeah, I always gravitate towards perfumes that actually do smell similar. But I had the La Tapa Yara, but I don't feel like investing in that anymore. But the next perfume that I want to get is the Replica Springtime in New York again, because I really like that, but I might get that only for the spring, and then in the winter I'm gonna stick to like the more powdery, like more powdery sweet, like I don't know how to explain it, like, but whenever somebody's like near, like they describe this perfectly, they're like, oh, it smells like, I forget what they say, because anyways, and then I started using this on my chin, and yeah, like this video and the last video, and I feel like it actually like has the effect that I wanted, because it like I don't know, it like it helps to like shape my lower face, I guess. Creates a shadow that I want without it being gray, because sometimes contour creates a gray. But yeah, this is my first day of like, this is my first day of my cycle being over, and I literally woke up today like, oh, you know, I'm like, literally woke up today like, oh, like I feel like all of my energy has come back to me, right? But my school is so boring that I still feel like that feeling like I don't know what to do with myself, you know, like I still have that. And I always think that is because of my cycle, but I always feel like I don't know what to do with myself, and like yeah, and I went to I just keep going to things. Like, I already told y'all what I did yesterday, but today I went to like student government meeting to apply for Senate, which I'm gonna do over this weekend. And then I went to this like thing at the library that nobody was at except me. I mean, I was the only like undergraduate, like it was like an info session, but I was the only one there. And it was like an info session for, I don't even know, like Jesuit, I don't know. It's either like the Peace Corps or it's like, I don't even know, but I wrote my email down. And there was a student government thing in the same in another building that I wanted to go to, but I didn't go to that. I went to the Muslim Student Association event, and they had like a prayer and a talk and a dinner. It was from 6 to 8. I went to that. So my entire day I did all this other stuff. But I had one class and we were watching this movie with too much gore, so I didn't want to watch it because I don't want to be in a classroom watching like screaming and stuff like that. So then I just left, and so that was the only class I went to. Oh yeah, and I just like sat outside, and I did like crave to like talk to someone, to be like talking to somebody, even though I still don't. Even when I do have that feeling, like I still don't. And so I was just kind of like, oh, ironically, I kind of wish I was talking to somebody right now, actually. So then I was thinking about like making one of these videos, but that was like at 3 p.m. But instead of making one of these videos, I went to that little info session, and so that was technically me talking to somebody. And I don't know, I kind of talked to the person sitting there for a couple of, for like over 5 minutes, which is a lot of time to talk to a stranger. And oh, she's in my sorority too, but she graduated. But yeah, but I love going to like I love going to like a religious type of school, just because of the fact that like some religions, like learning about it, like kind of like gives me the impression that I will be able to have something all to myself, like having a faith or whatever, like it's like you having something that's yours or whatever. But so anyways, I am learning about that from like everybody that I even meet at the school. And then yeah, but I thought I was gonna be like much more have more the like ferociousness when because of my menstrual cycle being over. Like, I genuinely thought that I was gonna be reborn. But yeah, I still feel the same. Like oh yeah, I got a gift from my big again, literally, and I already know who she is just because of the vibes. Yeah, I already know who she is. Like, and then but yeah, oh yeah, and I had a meeting with my advisor this morning that was pointless. All meetings with advisors are so pointless. I was literally talking to him like, oh, I feel like maybe I should pick up an English minor to bring up my GPA. I don't even know why I set up meetings with advisors ever. Like, we never actually do anything. But I have to like actually start considering like all the things that I'm involved in, because I don't know like if I should just like hone in on the sorority thing or if I should do student government too, and like but I really like my sorority like most of the time, and sometimes I don't, like, because they're like pretending to be close so bad. Like, I can already tell that this earring hole is gonna like rip. But yeah, I don't even know like how I even found the time to like sit outside today. I mean, yeah, I was like sitting on the quad or something, like in between like all these things I did. Even though it's only 3 things, but again, that's like a lot of things to do, like in a school, on a school day. But yeah, tomorrow's Halloween and I don't have a costume because I already told you I don't feel like it. But I'm gonna do a Make-A-Wish party. The Make-A-Wish party is this Sunday, and I'm gonna be a Minnie Mouse. And I bought the dress, but I think it's the ears. It's just like a polka dot red and white dress, and its ears with the red bow right here. I kind of wish that I had red lipstick still, but I don't have red lipstick anymore. I only have this one shade, and I'm gonna wear it again for this. And then yeah, I'm just gonna get so I don't like, I'm trying to get so involved in so many things that I forget about being suicidal, but I don't even know that it's working. I really want to forget about it. But I feel like not listen, but something that helps me forget about it is music. But music like is more of a dwelling on it, like, and also you like, I can listen to it and pretend or whatever, but even still, like, it's so like bad, like when you have to stop, because eventually you're gonna have to take the headphones off, and that's like, you know, really dramatic, and it hurts. You have to like, so I don't like use music too much as an escape, because it's hard to like take the headphones off. And yeah, and it's really easy to listen to music like all with the same tone and the same mood, and then you just always feel that way, orchestrate in artificial feelings all the time. I literally genuinely thought okay, I know that whoever my big is who's supposed to be my big, but the fact that my big is my big is a sophomore, because she gave me this little crossword sheet of paper with clues, so I know that she's a sophomore, obviously. And because sophomore is the longest word ever, but I just like, there's just no way that it's like really difficult for me to fathom right now that my big is like not who I wanted it to be, because that means that like then that starts to make me rethink all of like that makes me rethink all of the like every good interaction I've ever had. Like, do you know what I mean? But maybe it wasn't the right type of chemistry. Do you know what I mean? Because if we're in the same sorority, we're gonna be friends anyways. But like, yeah, I guess having a big is more of a situation of like literally somebody that you're actually similar to. And I'm not even like really similar to everyone that I wanted to be my big. I just like, oh my god. Yeah, but it's kind of yeah. But during when I was at the 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 Islam like dinner and the prayer, like during the prayer, I was literally just like thinking about how much I want to die, like, and we had to bow a couple of times. And me even making these videos is such a cry for help, but like I just don't know. There's just nobody else to talk to about this. Like, it's almost like people are purposely trying to misunderstand what I'm saying, even though it's so simple. Like, if I said all of this to a person, they would literally project like everyone's so slow. They would literally project they would just project, like they wouldn't even know. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're talking to somebody and then they say something that actually applies to them, and it was just like you weren't even listening. And I it's just so rude, like the purposely misunderstanding that people do sometimes. Like, it's like every time I talk to you, bitch, it's like it's my first time talking to you. Like, you weren't listening the whole time. So yes, I have to make these videos. Even though there's somebody always listening that will purposely misunderstand what I'm talking about. Even still, but at least I don't have to like see them. Do you know what I mean? Like, cause I can't with like the seeing you like. But yeah, so cause I do want to stop making these videos just cause it's such a crap hole, but I don't know, like in my perfect world, I don't make these videos in do you know what I mean? Like, these videos are a reaction to everything wrong, so I don't want to make these. And yeah, because it's also so annoying. Like, literally, I already told you I was talking to my advisor and he wasn't even listening to me. Like, when I was talking about the English, picking up an English minor or whatever, like, he didn't even like respond to that. Like, it's just like nobody's listening. But it's also my fault because I am not even, it takes like so much energy for me to listen to people, but it also takes so much energy to like ignore, like completely ignore somebody talking, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm never gonna be an auditory learner. I'm never gonna be able to just like have so much hearing comprehension or whatever, but even still, like, it just takes so much energy to like even just like ignore the vibes of what somebody's trying to communicate. Like, do you know what I mean? It takes like so much energy for me to listen to people, and I have to like think of like the beats per minute of their sentence and make it into a song, just because I just can't even listen to people like, because it's so boring. But then like, yeah, but I really like still make effort to comprehend what people are saying, even if it doesn't stick. I still heard it. Oh yeah, but nobody in my sorority is actually close. And I'll just be thinking like, oh, these two are like so close, but as soon as like we're done with the event, like they're not even that close, and people like just leave the floor silently or like leave the event and they don't even like say bye, even though I don't say bye to anybody. But like there are people that I thought like had such close friends and they don't do it either. I'm just like, none of them are even, they don't even have it like that. What else? I don't know. Like, I don't want to live my life being like, I want all of this energy to add up to something. Like, because it's just. But I do though. I do want all of this to add up to something. And yeah. But because there's like one day where I'm like, oh my god, I feel like so close to everybody in my sorority, and then there's like the next day where it's like, this might have only have been a bad day because of there's this coffee shop on my campus, and this day probably wasn't that good because I went there. But yeah, not really sure. Because I want to sit there more often because I always like have to find more places where I can hear a lot of people talking while I'm on my laptop, because it's like nice. My first like early drafts of these videos, like I literally wouldn't even talk. Like I didn't even know how to project my voice like to talk to my phone. Like, and I would try to buy these little headphones that I could whisper into them because I could not talk at all. So these videos did kind of help me with my speaking skills, just because I can literally not only now, like I can actually, and right now I'm not even talking loud enough, but like I can talk loud enough to talk to my phone and I can watch it back. But yeah, I cannot even like finish a sentence and kind of disguising it. It's like under the guise of like being more of like a super polite person, but really I just like couldn't talk. What else? Every day is like oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. Another reason why I didn't like talking that much is because you can describe something like so perfectly or just like speak so well, and only a couple of your words will get through to people, just because of not only their vocabulary but just like so many people have not like experienced anything, or like they don't even know like the origin of certain like phrases and like universally understood themes about life. Like they don't even get those things. And then so when you try to explain like something personal, honestly like only a fraction gets through to them. And that's why I didn't like talking, just because I don't even want that little fraction to get through to them, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, every day is hard for me, but I don't know why. But yeah, every day is hard for me. And I'm not even gonna get into specifics because everything is simple. Like, I just live in a dorm, and I live in an apartment. I go to some classes, and some classes I don't. But yeah, every day is really hard for me. And like, yeah. And I just feel like this isn't my planet, and I always feel like that because everything here is backwards. um but yeah, I don't even know why every day is hard. Like, I think it might just because of how I have to do everything by myself. But no offense, but nobody is like, the people that I met so far, like, they're just not, no offense, but they're like not smart enough to be around me, in the sense of like, they can't like, they can't think about somebody other than themselves. They're just impossible. Yeah, impossible. So that's even more like disappointing, like when it comes bearing down on you, that like the person that you hang out with like doesn't even know you that fucking well. Like, that's so much worse than what I'm going through right now, which is just like doing everything by myself. Like, that's kind of okay. Like, that's just so much better than like hanging out with somebody and then I get that like, oh, you're actually kind of unsafe. Do you know what I mean? Like, the person that you're hanging out with, like, oh, you're actually a danger to humanity. Like, and it's just something that I would never even know. And it's always somebody that's like forcefully trying to be friends with you. Like, they say something to you every time they see you, and they're super like emotionally slow as hell. Like, there's so many people that like run away from them and avoid them all the time, and they don't even pick up on it. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's so much better to be by myself than hang out with somebody that literally can't know anybody. You know? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.